Hi, Sheila.
Hello, how are you? It's
I'm
good to
good.
see you again, Sabina, virtually.
Yeah, absolutely. It's good to see you too. So, Sheila, could you introduce yourself to the people listening and tell us a little bit about what you do?
Of course, I'd be happy to. My name is Sheila Valgobin. I'm the principal of the Healing Garden for Stress Management, and I help people to reduce their stress using simple plant-based products and simple techniques. I am also the dream detective, and I help people to create the lives they dream of or live the lives they dream of um, by helping them to interpret their dreams. So that's my pretty much my claim to fame.
I love that name, the Dream Detective.
Yeah.
It's amazing. So, Sheila, tell us a little bit about what you're going to be doing at Awaken the Goddess Festival.
Well, this is my second year. I mean, I was there at the inaugural year and had a good time, but I'm switching my focus a little bit this year. I will be featuring my range of flower essences, the Spirit of Makasutu essences, and using them to tell emotional fortunes for people during the event. Having them just look at the photos of the different flowers and different types of essences, and pick a couple of cards and see where they are emotionally. I'll also be talking to people if they like to give them a few pointers to help them to understand their dreams. If the subject comes up, I'll certainly make myself available. I wouldn't actually interpret dreams there for the simple reason that I mean it's a private individual thing and needs privacy and space, but also um, there take time sometimes to work through. So I mean, what I would do is help people, give people kind of points that they could possibly look at or angles that they could look at the dream to start to unravel it.
Nice, sounds good. Sheila, tell me how you got into. Okay, so the two strands, the flower essences, and then also the dream detecting. Tell me about it.
Well, the two are actually intertwined in that I have designed an actual course to teach people in 3 simple steps how to interpret their dreams. And I've devised also a little kit with various things in them, among which are flower essences and a blend that I've made especially for this purpose. And that is to help people, to give people the tools and the techniques that they would need to be able to interpret their dreams and draw out what I call the gold in the gobbledygook, and use that information to actually create the life that they dream of. So they're intertwined in that I use essences as part of the dream detective work. The dream detective is something that has been part of my life, all of my life. It's a family tradition, if you will. I'm a fourth generation dreamer, so I mean it's something that passes down among the women in our family. And we're healers and dreamers, and we use dreams to help people to move forward in their lives in some way. So as I said, and essences are an excellent way to be able to tap into the unconscious mind and what's really going on deep down inside of us. So it's not as disparate as you might think.
Yeah, I really like the way that it's your fourth generation from the mother line on the this thing. It's just I always get jealous when I hear people say, I know it's terrible to feel jealousy, but I always do. Like sometimes I go
Well,
on workshops.
Well, it's funny you say that because for years it was something that I kind of pushed away.
Mm.
Um, didn't want to be thought too weird or too out there. I mean, I was already like a bit of an ET compared to my peers. So I'm telling them like, oh yeah, and I can understand people's dreams as well. That would have just really put me beyond the pale. So I It's only recently that I've come to the point where I accept that's part of me and it's who I am, and to use it. And I find that the more that I'm using it now, the more people are like just coming out of the woodwork. So it's obviously something that I need to be doing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that funnily enough, I see that quite a lot as well, where a lot of women, when I'm on healing workshops or things like that, they talk about the same thing, that it's not a rejection, it's more of a sort of a fear, for whatever reason, of embracing the natural gifts that they have from their matrilineal line. And I just feel like it's not until actually you get in touch with it and you do embrace the innate talents that you have, that you start living a life which is in accordance with yourself and what you should be doing, and then things just start to flow, right?
Exactly. And that's what this course that I've created, this online course called Dream Your Life and Live Your Dreams, um, had actually been sitting on my shelf for about 3 years. The course was ready, but I wasn't ready. It wasn't until I went to a retreat for women back in November of last year that did some major clearing of stuff. I mean, I was just totally stuck in my life to the point where I was raging at the universe, actually screaming. My husband's asking, who the hell are you screaming? Me! Oh, it was terrible. I mean, I was just literally just stuck in every aspect of my life, financial, this, that, you name it. I was just stuck, and I just couldn't take it anymore. And I went on this retreat, and I tell you what, even before I left Morocco, because it was in Marrakesh, it was beautiful, things had already started to shift for me. So, and that's when finally I finally said, you're right. It's time to do this course. It's time to, as we say, piss or get off the pot. So, and it was time. And like I said, things have it's moving not as quickly as I'd like, but then the universe has its own timing, and I have to respect that. But it is moving, and it's moving in the right direction, and it feels right. I finally feel like myself, as opposed to living somebody else's life that somebody else has devised for me. Now it's more, yeah, this is my space, and this is what I need to be doing. And that's a good feeling, because so many of us go through life where we're we're going through the motions, we're doing what we need to do, but there's no joy in it. There's no real satisfaction in it.
Yeah.
It's just, it's a McJob, as somebody pejoratively puts it. And I was a banker for 20 years. I was a therapist, worked as a therapist for a small charity for 15 years. And I finally left that to go out, strike out on my own a few years ago. And it hasn't been easy, I have to admit. I mean, not having that, guaranteed income every month particularly at the beginning, has been difficult. But the satisfaction of knowing that I'm doing what feels right for me, and what's more, people are starting to tell me, what the words you say, or the posts you put out there, or what have you, make a difference. And it's obviously making a difference, because last year and again this year, I've been my website, which is down at the moment. GDPR, it's a nightmare. But no, seriously, it is a nightmare. But my website has been designated for the second year in a row as among the top 10 stress management sites in the UK, and I'm really proud of that, because I really take care to try to pass on observations and information that could help people not only reduce their stress, but to have to enjoy their lives a little bit more. And that it's recognized, is like, it really encourages me to keep going, because it's obviously somebody's finding it of value, and that's what it's all about for me, really.
Yeah. Oh, that's lovely. Sheila, thank you so much for taking the time to speak to me.
My pleasure, my absolute pleasure, and I'm looking forward to actually seeing you on the day.
Yeah.